Hey guys, what's up? What's back? What's back? It's me, it's midnight. Yeah, this is not a FNAF video. You might be saying like, hey, don't you do FNAF stuff? I can like other stuff too. And in this case today we are talking about Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which is, as of today, releasing tomorrow. And, I mean like officially releasing tomorrow. And, I'm not actually going to give my thoughts about what I think about the campaign, but rather a specific section of it. There is a fan favorite character within Resident Evil who is known as Hunk, or Human Unit Never Killed. And, as you might have guessed, by some of the fights that have been over YouTube, it seems like the Human Unit Never Killed has been killed. So, today we're going to cover that. Um, yeah. So, was the Human Unit really killed? Or, okay, that's fucking cheesy, look. Let's get into the video and you guys can see my thoughts about it. Also, don't expect to play through Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I think my computer would just fucking blow up if I tried that. And indeed, as we can see here, this is the Resident Evil 9 hunk boss fight. Um, Obviously, I don't have the audio here because I can't. I don't want to get copyright stricken. Fuck, I might get copyright stricken for the footage. But this is from this dude right here. So I will link the video in the description down below. Anyway, um, first time I watched this, I found this fight to be extremely underwhelming, actually. Yeah, I found it to be extremely underwhelming what happens here. Also, Hunk doesn't use a hatchet, but maybe that's just, I guess, the old Hunk, maybe? Obviously, it's been fucking years since 1998, but as you can see here, he's fighting off. Um, Obviously, this is meant to be Hunk. They call him Commander in the game, or I guess question mark, question mark, question mark, but I think it's obviously meant to be Hunk. I find it very interesting, Capcom's decision to bring Hunk in from the Fourth Survivor sort of game modes, and then bring him into the main campaign to just kill him off in the campaign, in a mini boss like this. It's so jarring to me. I mean, I suppose that's what I get for believing too much into a side character, but, like, I don't know. It's just sort of underwhelming. I honestly wanted his death to be a bit more cinematic. Um, I've seen some speculation on the internet whether or not that this is Hunk. This is, I believe, what is meant to be Hunk. Um, Obviously, we don't know that for sure, and until Capcom officially says so, this may not actually be Hunk. And that brings me to this. So, I'm going to be going over actually a few theories that I have or I have heard about Hunk. Obviously, you have heard my opinion. I think the man who was killed in this campaign is absolutely supposed to be the Grim Reaper, but some people don't think so. And I'm actually going to share my first theory here, by yours truly. It is the theory that this whole thing was actually just a red herring. Like, it isn't him. It's someone who sounds like him, who looks like him, who fights like him, but it isn't him. It's someone different, and it's setting up the Grim Reaper's true return into the campaign. Or at least that's what I thought at first. I mean, it just didn't make sense to me why they would take a character from the extra modes, like Fourth Survivor, and then just kill him off in the campaign, because then that would be his like first and last time in the campaign. They just wanted someone for Poster Boy Kennedy to fight. They could have done any other fucking Umbrella operative, but they chose someone who looks like our beloved Grim Reaper. So, like I said, first theory, so it's a red herring, but I mean, obviously that isn't true. And the second theory, and this is one that I've just sort of heard, this is Hunk's clone. It isn't actually him. It's his clone that has been uh, perfected, essentially, and released back into the battle because the real Hunk is too old to fight. Or is dead. So, what do I think about that? Well, I mean, I can understand why someone might think that. We do have, what's his name? Vino? Like, we do have a Albert Wesker clone within the campaign, as far as I'm aware. So, that actually sort of makes sense if Hunk is also a clone in this campaign. But, again, I just don't think so, man. Yeah. Alright. So, the next theory that I've heard is that this is someone that is trained by Hunk. And, I could see that, actually. This is someone who has Hunk's same fighting style, same look, very very Umbrella Chronicles? No. Very Umbrella Corps-esque, but I guess I could see it. I mean, his name is Commander, and therefore he's technically speaking like a different character, but this is very obviously meant to be the Grim Reaper, which is very sad that he died and got killed by fucking poster boy Kennedy. But, I mean, I guess that's just sort of what happens. That's the fate relegated to a side character like him. It sucks, but that's just the truth. Alright, the next theory that I've heard is that this might be, if I remember incorrectly, Vector from Umbrella Corps, which I just mentioned. I don't think so. That'd be some fucking RE-verse type shit, but it's not. It's not Vector, guys. It's obviously meant to be the Grim Reaper. Like, I don't think it's. Yeah, there's not nearly much. There's not evidence for that. And if it was Vector, then I'd be actually really kind of shocked that they do that. But you know. And then the final theory that I'm going to be covering today is that Hunk didn't actually die in that fight that we just saw. Instead, he lives, and that sets up the like next expansion. Yep, that's a very sort of trust me, bro level theory. I think Hunk is unfortunately dead. I think we just sort of have to accept that and move on with our lives. He was obviously such a very cool character, and I think it's very sad that the Grim Reaper gets killed off by fucking Poster Boy Kennedy. But, you know, um, yeah. Obviously, I could make a video where I just pretend like that didn't happen. It'd be something a la Halloween Never Ends Part 1, which I, again, will link in the description as well. It's one of my older works, but I essentially got really fed up with the fact that Michael Myers died in Halloween Ends, and so I made an entire video just out of spite that, in fact, he lives. Obviously, I could do that with Hunk, too. Provided that is Hunk that was killed in the RE9 campaign, which I, again, think it was supposed to be. But I won't make that video until it is officially confirmed whether or not that this is actually Hunk. Because this could very well be someone else. With that said, it has been a very interesting video. Again, not typically my normal forte, but I obviously like other stuff, and Resident Evil is another thing I really like, so obviously I'm going to talk about RE9. I think I'm going to watch the full campaign at some point and give my thoughts. You might be saying, again, why won't you play the campaign? As covered in the intro, my computer would fucking shit itself. There's no way I could do that. Yeah, I'm obviously also playing with cheats in Half-Life 2 in the background footage, but I mean, who cares? It's background footage. Anyway, I guess with that said, I hope you have at least acknowledged my opinion, and I will see you all on the flip side. Next video may or may not be me covering some Halo mythology that I know of. It's not in universe, but I have crafted the stories in such a way that it could very well be in universe. With that said, finally, fare thee well, and I will catch you all on the flip side.